So today I want to share something really special with you guys. This is the first time I get to own chicks. So as you see here, I have 5. Unfortunately, I did get 6. I lost the Polish baby overnight. She was a bit weaker than the others. You could tell she was just a little bit off. She was the last Polish hen that they had, and they said that they're a lot less hardy, so it does happen. These guys are all between 0 and 3 weeks. They recommend, if you want more stability as far as health, is that you go for 4 weeks and above, but still there's no guarantee. The thing is when you get chicks that are older, or even pullets that are 8 weeks and up, what you do is you lose a lot of your selection, because the pullets and the older chicks are the ones that weren't picked as babies. So if you do want a full range of breeds and selections, it does benefit you to go the route of chicks, which again does have a higher risk involved, but you know, it does open out your world to a lot more things. So I'll give you a quick explanation of my little setup here, as well as my breeds. So right up front, you have, she's a Brahma. She's a light Brahma. So she'll be mostly white with black markings. They're very big birds. They have feathered feet. You can see she's bigger than everybody else. And her fluffy feet down there. So she's somewhat of the mother hen of the crew, because she's a little bit bigger, so they're all sidling up with her. And she's a very gentle girl. So that's her. And then over here we have our Cochin. As you see those fluffy feet, she is so pretty. So she'll have those, as we call them, chicken pants. And she's going to be very, very beautiful. Right there you have our chocolate Orpington. And right behind her, the little firecracker of the group, she's only about a week old. That's a salmon feverali. You see her little cheeks are fluffy? That's gonna be her little beard. She's only about a week old, but she is shot out of a cannon. She's pecking at the others, and she's just running around like crazy. And when they first opened the cage that had the salmon feveralis in there, multiple of them came flinging themselves out of the cage. So yeah, they're very energetic. And then the one more that I have under here is a lavender Orpington. Here she is. She's also just about a week old. So she's one of our younger. The others are about 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old at tops. But yeah, so I got puppy pads in here. I have paper towels, so I could change out very frequently, make sure that they stay nice and clean. I scattered a little bit of their small grit. It's like a chick grit, which is smaller than your regular grit. Very good for their digestive health, because that serves as their teeth that helps to chew up their food once they eat it. So you have their chick grit, you have their little crumble, so they have all their nutrition there. Over here I have their little waterer, and I put some little glass rocks in there, which a lot of people use marbles, which is the same thing. And that keeps them from getting wet or any kind of chill, because you don't want them to get wet or submerged at all, even though that's a very small space. Even if they got a whole leg in there and it's splashed up on their body, that could cause them some problems. And over here we have our brooder heat plate, which is kind of like fake mom. So they go under that. That stays at a very low temperature, so your fire risk is way lower than your heat lamps and things of that nature. Everyone has their preference. As this being my first time, I'm just going for a nice, safe alternative to make sure that I have, the safest approach I can. And I feel like we're accomplishing that with this thus far. I've talked to a lot of people that had a vast experience on it, and they swear by these. And as you see, we can raise this up as they get bigger. We can move this to the top holes and the middle holes. So they get a little bit taller and you need a little bit more space in there. We can bring it up for them. So that's them. I also created this top for them. As you see, this is a big Rubbermaid tote, which is ideal for them because it gives them a lot of room to get away from their water and their food. And they got their brooder over here, as you see, ample room for them to grow. And then what I did is I cut the top. See? So I cut the top of the Rubbermaid with a Dremel and fitted it with some pieces of wood as well as the hardware cloth, so that way there's a nice viewing and light window through the top. It'll keep them safe. I keep my cats out of this laundry room here, so no worries there. But at the worst case scenario, if a cat were to get in here, they're nice and protected under their lid. So yeah, that's these guys. They'll grow in here for a couple months, and after that we'll be headed out to the pen to we'll quarter them off from the other girls in there, the grown girls, and we'll just continue to slowly acclimate them as they get bigger and ready to go. So this is all very exciting to me. I'm going to take you guys through this whole journey, and as they get bigger and bigger, hopefully you guys can see them grow with me. And yeah, I mean, this is the beginning. The babies are here, and as I told you, I did lose the Polish. So tomorrow I will be going back to Jersey chickens, and I will be getting 2 more chicks, so that way I can pad my number just a little bit. I planned on 6, so I figure if I get 7, gives me a little buffer. If I lose 1, I'm still back at 6. I hope to come out of this with 7, and that'll be that. So not going crazy with numbers. Always want to keep things very manageable, because the higher the number you go, you know, it limits your ability to do the absolute best for them. You know, you always have to work with the capabilities you have. And you'll know when your capabilities are large, you can handle quite a bit, which, you know, I always make sure that I take care of as much as I can. I like to offer my abilities and my expertise or knowledge and effort to do so. You know, I always want to spread that as far as I can without overextending. It's a hard balance to keep in the animal field, but you have to do the most without doing too much. You can't do nothing. You can't do too little. But also, doing too much is worse than doing nothing at all. So, always, always, always keep that balance. But yeah, enough of me babbling. These beautiful babies are here, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of them. So, off we go, guys.